everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariel. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter named Evelyn and a 2-month-old son named Lucas. Through the majority of your pregnancy, you probably prayed for your baby to stay in your belly and keep growing. But once you hit that 37 to 39 weeks, I know that you're researching everything that you can possibly do to try to get your little one out of your belly because you're just done being pregnant. That's why you're here, right? Well, here it is, a list of things that you can do to try to induce your labor naturally and fast. Just remember that you don't want to go into labor if your baby isn't ready, no matter how ready you may be. Please make sure to talk to your doctor before making any attempts, especially if your pregnancy has had any complications or if it's been considered to be high risk. Let's start with some foods that are thought to help move things along. So the first one is pineapple. It's said to be best fresh and raw. It contains a proteolytic enzyme called bromelain, which is thought to help soften the cervix and induce labor. Next is spicy food. It's said that it irritates the digestive system, which in turn stimulates the uterus to contract. Eating 5 to 6 dates a day is said to help with dilation and help shorten the length of labor. Eat bananas in moderation to assist with uterine contractions. Potassium helps you maintain fluid balance as well. Oh my God. That was fast. But don't take potassium supplements because this may lead to too much potassium, which could result in kidney failure, dehydration, internal bleeding, and type 1 diabetes. Castor oil or licorice root can have a laxative effect, causing cramping in your bowels, which leads to uterine contractions, but guess what else happens? Severe diarrhea and dehydration. My own mother said that castor oil is what helped her go into labor with me, but she definitely does not recommend it. I know it's on every pregnant woman's minds, and it's the last thing that you should be worrying about is whether or not you're going to poop during birth. So just don't do it. Not to mention that it could lead to potential risks for your baby. Next are some herbs that a lot of moms have sworn by. Just make sure to do your research, know the risks, and use the correct amount. Talk to your doctor as complications may occur. The first one is red raspberry leaf tea. You can make it as a tea and drink it, or you can take it in pill form. This is a potent herb that helps tone the uterus, and a strong uterus leads to strong contractions, which are more effective during labor. The next one is evening primrose oil, which is an herbal supplement that has been said to induce and shorten labor. You can take capsules orally or insert them in your vagina. Motherwort supposedly makes contractions more effective, regulates Braxton Hicks contractions, and stops false labor. Some women also take it after birth to help calm their anxiety and to help with postpartum depression. Cedarwood, rosemary, eucalyptus, clove, ginger, and cinnamon are all said to be great bath additives that can help trigger contractions. Contractions are also less painful in water, so it's a great idea to have a bath to relax. Any exercise or movement helps draw the baby down into your pelvis through gravity. You can try curb walking through your neighborhood, which is putting one foot up onto the curb and one foot off of the curb repeatedly while walking. You can stair climb, lifting one leg above the other helps open up your pelvis. Squats, lunges, and dancing can all help open up your pelvis and bring your baby down. One woman swore by the pop, lock, and drop it. The last time I did that was in college and I split my pants. Bouncing on an exercise ball is easy to do and helps bring the baby down as well. Likewise, driving down a bumpy road is said to do the same thing. Swimming is actually a double whammy because the movement helps move the contractions along, whereas the water helps dull the pain. You can also do yoga or clean your living space as you nest. Any exercise or movement is beneficial. It's also been said that having sex can help nudge your labor along for a couple different reasons. Semen contains prostaglandins, which are fatty acids that can have hormone-like effects that can help soften your cervix and help it to dilate. Having an orgasm also releases oxytocin, which has the same effect of softening the cervix as well. And lastly, the act of sex itself has been said to increase uterine activity, causing contractions. Some even say that having oral sex and swallowing the semen works because the prostaglandins are absorbed through the stomach. Next are a couple stimulation methods. Massaging your nipples simulates your baby nursing, which releases oxytocin, which is, again, the hormone that can cause contractions. Do this for 5 minutes on one nipple, wait 5 more minutes, and then switch to the other. You want to avoid hyperstimulation because if you have contractions too frequently and for too long, then you can send your baby into distress. You can also use your breast pump for the same effect. Pump for 15 minutes on one side and then switch sides. Acupressure can help target pressure points on your hands, feet, legs, and ears, as these are all places that are thought to help stimulate contractions. Just make sure that the technician has had experience with pregnant women. You can also do this at home on your own by applying some pressure between your thumb and your index finger, or there's a place on the inside of your leg a couple inches above your ankle. Apply pressure for 1 minute, take a minute break, and then repeat. Acupuncture is also thought to stimulate uterine activity after 3 sessions, and getting a prenatal massage releases oxytocin as well. Again, just make sure that the therapist is qualified to conduct this prenatal massage. Keep in mind that professional massages are not recommended during the early stages of pregnancy because the massage therapist targets points on your body to induce labor. You can also get a membrane sweep done by your doctor during your pelvic exam. Your doctor will use a couple fingers to separate the amniotic sac from the wall of the uterus. This also stimulates the release of prostaglandins in the cervix that cause contractions. Keep in mind you'll need to be at least 1 centimeter dilated to do this, as your doctor has to get a couple fingers inside your cervix to do the sweep. For some, this is a painless tactic, but for others, it could be severely uncomfortable or painful. You're also likely to experience some cramping and spotting afterwards. Some doctors won't do the sweep if you were diagnosed with group B strep, as there's a potential risk of infection for the baby. If the sweep is successful, then you'll know within 48 hours. Lastly, don't stress. Many labors start late at night because your body's relaxed. Tension works against labor, so just don't stress. I know it's easier said than done. Around 80% of first-time pregnancies are likely to go beyond the due date, so just be patient if none of these tactics end up working. For my first pregnancy, I ate a lot of spicy food. My husband drove us around on bumpy roads everywhere. We had sex. I had long walks every day. I had a prenatal massage and a membrane sweep that didn't work. And I ended up having Evelyn a day before my due date. For my second pregnancy, I ate the spicy food, I did the walks, we had sex, I had the prenatal massage, and I had a membrane sweep that ended up sending me into active labor about 12 hours later. I had Lucas 6 days before my due date. I'll definitely share my birth stories in future videos along with how I knew I was in actual labor. While none of these methods guarantee that you'll induce your own labor, it doesn't hurt to try. Again, please consult your doctor with any concerns. I want to hear what ways you used to help nudge your labor along, what worked and what didn't. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, and look out for my next video. Squats, lunges, and dancing. Okay, why do you have a dustpan? For my first pregnancy, yeah. Oh. You're smelling my breath. Is that a bow?
No.
Stealing the show. Why are you pinching me? Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Please make sure, digestive system. This has been 2 minutes and 47 seconds of just mess ups. Let's start with some castor oil. Let's start for our foods. Yes.
Just wanted to say that I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, Jesus.